Hey friends, it's the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make blueberry pie. Let's get started. Okay, what you're going to need for this recipe is a double pie shell. Click here for my pastry recipe. You're going to need, obviously, a pie plate. For the filling, you're going to need 4 to 6 cups of blueberries. I'm going to use wild organic. You're going to need a half a cup of flour, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, some cinnamon, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and about a tablespoon of butter. But first, we have to do our pie shell. Now I'm leaving I haven't showed the blueberries because I'm leaving them in the freezer because I like to do them frozen. But we're going to get our pie shell ready first. And we're going to make a lattice top like we did for the meatball pie, because blueberries are really juicy. So, and you're going to want to preheat your oven at 400 degrees. And also, like the meatball pie, you're going to want your pastry to hang over your pie plate so that we can roll up the edge. Okay, let's just take our pastry and pop it in the pan just like so. And then we'll work on our lattice top. We're going to do it just the same way we did with the meatball pie, except of course this is pastry dough, not pizza dough. Let's go ahead and do our pastry weave. Alrighty, let's just roll that out a little bit. Hope that it all stays in place. That should be just about right. So we're just going to just like that. Alrighty, we're just going to take the edge of our cloth to help us roll our pastry up into the rolling pin. We're going to set this aside and make our filling. Now, like I said, I'm using 4 to 6 cups. I honestly don't know how much this is. I think it's 4 cups of wild organic blueberries. And to this, we're going to add our tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's just kind of coat those. The lemon juice helps the flour and the sugar, to adhere to the blueberries. We're going to take our sugar right in there. Now don't worry if this doesn't all stick to the blueberries. I'll show you why. We're going to add about a teaspoon of cinnamon, maybe a half a teaspoon. You don't have to add the cinnamon if you don't want to. And we're going to use, I'm not going to use the full, well, okay, half cup flour. And we're just going to toss this all together. I'm just going to toss this all together and actually give it a shake, because if there's any excess flour and sugar, we want it on the bottom. We want it on the bottom of this bowl so that it will come out on the top when you pour it into your pie filling, your pie plate. See how that sugar and flour's on top? Okay, now we're going to take our tablespoon of butter and we're just going to start adding dabs of butter. This will help the flour and the berry juice to make a nice, thick sauce. Now we're going to take that happens. There we go. Don't worry if it does this, because it's really quite easy to fix just the way you did it. We just move things around a little bit. Now we're going to bring that inch that we kept up and over, and we're going to crimp. All right, let's get our egg wash. We're just going to take our egg wash. Today there's no yolk in it, it's just egg white and a bit of water. And we're just going to brush it all over the crust. All right, now, there's our oven telling us that it's preheated. Now we're just going to take a couple of pieces of tin foil. I probably made these too big. And we're going to fold them. And we're just going to fold them again in half, but leave them in a crimp. So what we're going to do, essentially, is we're going to take these pieces of folded tin foil, and I've just folded the top over so that they're all in one piece. And then we're going to fold them in half again, recreasing them. And this is going to be our crust protector. We're going to leave this crust protector on the pie until the last 15 minutes. You just want to drape it. You don't want to squish it. You just want to drape it over the crust to protect it, because we're baking this at 400 degrees and we don't want our crust to over brown. God, you'd think I knew what I was doing, wouldn't you? Okay, we're going to put this in the oven at 450 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on how it goes. And the last 15 minutes, we're going to take the foil off and let the edge brown up. How about that? All right, we'll see you when this comes out of the oven. Would you look at that? Isn't that pretty as a picture? Daddy's gonna have to bring home some ice cream for that pie. Oh, you got your piece of pie? I'm in my chair, folks. I've blown my knees, so I'm not moving. Papa's cut his own pie, poor baby.
Awesome.
Thank you, dear. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying he didn't cut me a piece. Take care.